Hey y'all, my name is Jerry Heiderscheit. I live in Hutchinson, Kansas. I am 28 years old. My background, and I was wanting to make a little bit of a testimonial. Sorry, I'm driving while I'm doing this. My background, I used to work for Union Pacific Railroad out of Hutchinson, Kansas. I was maintenance away, track laborer, started out swinging hammers, doing maintenance away, and then I ended up getting into as a machine operator, running several different machines, the TKO, spikers, and different things like that. And then shifted gears again with the railroad and became a mechanic. And so I had my own truck and rolled around, took care of the machinery that I was operating for maintenance away. So did that for several years. Railroad's pretty good money, pretty good benefits. I was very happy with that aspect of it. I will say they get their money's worth, and if you've ever worked for the railroad, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But the bad side, I guess, that I saw with the railroad is the fact that their divorce rate was in the 90 percentile plus. It was one of the worst in the country. And I was looking long term. I wanted to have a healthy family. I wanted to have a wife, several kids, and now I do have that. I have a kid. We're working on number 2, number 3, and so on. But I wanted to be home more often. I shifted gears, and anyway, so railroad was a great paycheck, but the other intangibles were not what I was looking for long term. Most of the guys that I worked with been through 2, maybe 3 divorces, and most of them, when they retired, they didn't have a whole lot of extra money, and then they didn't get to retire till their 60s. And so started looking at other opportunities. Eventually I found Nerium. And I will say that as a guy growing up with a mechanic background, I used to flip cars in high school, all kinds of stuff like that, college or high school athlete. And skincare wasn't on my radar, wasn't something that I was interested in. But what happened was it initially started when my wife got started with Nerium, and I was kind of making fun of some of my friends that were selling Nerium. But 60 days later, my friend that I was making fun of pulled up in a Lexus, kind of like the one that I'm driving right now. And I stopped making fun of him. The company bought him a Lexus as a car bonus. Now that same friend, total of 14 months after he got started, earned a $50,000 bonus. I live in Hutchinson, Kansas. He's from Hutchinson, Kansas. He's the best man at my wedding. His name's Anthony McMahon. And so pretty neat story there. To sum it all up and keep it kind of short, 5 months after we got started, we earned our Lexus. The one I'm driving right now is an RX 350. I was able to shut down the company that I was running at the time and start doing this part-time. So now what I've got is time freedom. I probably work 15, 20 hours a week, give or take, on my own schedule. I mean, last weekend I was in St. Louis with a bunch of friends there, and this weekend I'm gonna be in Houston, toes in the sand, working from the beach with my family for Easter. And we're already planning a trip to Long Beach, and we're looking to qualify for a trip to Cancun as well. And so all of this is kind of cool. I mean, we love to travel. I live in Kansas. Of course we love to travel, get out of Kansas. But the thing is, I work 15 to 20 hours a week on my own schedule. I control my own time. I don't have a boss. I don't have to work in 120-degree heat or negative 20-degree temperatures on the railroad anymore. I don't have to mechanic and turn wrenches. My hands, I have girl hands now. No calluses, no dirt under my nails. I don't mind hard work, but I don't have to go do the physical labor unless I want to. I remodeled a property of mine. Took about 3 months off to remodel a property of mine just a couple months ago. Still got a paycheck every month from Nerium. We created a residual income, and now I work part-time, make a full-time income, get to spend more time with my family, my friends. I control my time, my income. And again, as a former railroader, skincare wasn't on my radar, but the residual income that comes from it, I decided to humble myself and go ahead and run with it. We're still getting paid off of work we did 12 months ago. And as an hourly or a salary wage, you only get paid off the work you do one time. So I would encourage you to at least take a look at it. What we do is not for everybody. This is my testimonial towards someone who has a mechanic background or a physical labor background, or obviously a railroad background, any kind of a blue-collar worker. At least take a look at Nerium. May or may not be for you, but you don't know that till you get your questions answered. So at least watch a couple videos, try the product, check it out, and it's worth your time. It's been a huge financial blessing to us. Have a great day.